realize more and more how much of a miracle you are. How truly blessed you are to breathe, to be alive, to sense, to be awakened during such a time. What a time to be alive on the planet Earth. Time to observe the colors, the plants, the animals, the souls. This experience of this now moment is truly remarkable and just the beginning of that which you're here to experience amongst your conscious awareness, the ever expanding nature of your presence from the micro to the macro, to the depths of hyperspace, the dirt to the stars. Is your destiny. That's what you came here for. That's what you were born for. Life has always had this mystery about it. Some of the senseless destruction and suffering and emotional pains and whims of being alive on this plane of existence has always been a mystery to many conscious beings that have come and gone over generations and generations, come and gone to this plane. And in this time, in this conscious space, you have the honor of recognizing the nature of all that this is. All the lifetimes of experiences of asking and pleading and looking to the heavens for an answer, some sense of validation, a sign. Show me what all of this is for. Just beginning to get a small hint of the fragrance of purpose, of perfection, of order, of knowing, of infinite intelligence. Just a small sense. It's just beginning. We're just getting started with realizing the depth of what this is. Of course, we'd love to be able to share these energies with all. However, there are a small minority of those amongst your surface world that are absolutely ready and willing and open-hearted enough to truly engage in such a complex simplicity. We say complex simplicity because the instruction manual is simple. It's always been about trusting your own heart, following your excitement, trusting your curiosity. You asked the question, you planted the seed of intention. All of you at one point in your experience has planted the seed of intention. What is this? What am I doing here? Through time, energy, investment, a little rain, a little sunshine, a little cultivation, a little responsibility. The seed has broken the dirt, has emerged from the soil in its path back towards the sun. There's much more to realize, however, it's a great springboard, a great starting point for all of us to be here, to be engaged, and to be open. Remember, wisdom, the home of wisdom, is an openness. That's the home of sophistication, the curiosity and willingness to understand. We're triggering through frequency many memories within you of your life on many other planets throughout the galaxy, throughout the universe. This galaxy is minuscule when it comes to the depth and vastness of the universe. We're triggering these memories in you through these communications, through the sound vibrations. These are your memories. These are all your codes deep within your body. However, through these communications, we are triggering those. The beauty that's destined on this paradise world will be truly astounding for many. And this story, the recordings that are taking place now, will be the subject matter of interest for many souls that come here, within the Akashic records, of course. But the beauty that's destined for this space will be so astounding that souls that come here will want to see, how did they do this? How did this happen? How? They'll connect with your stories. They'll connect with your experiences, everything that you're experiencing right now. everything that you've experienced, all your lifetimes, including the recent past. The recent past will be the climax, the crescendo, if you will, of all these experiences, because this lifetime is the amalgamation of all the lifetimes that you've ever experienced on this planet. This is where all your memories, all your past life experiences all integrate, all the tools and gifts that you've ever cultivated throughout all of your lives. This is the life where you embody all of these experiences and you use them to assist, to serve the species, to create. As the stewards and forerunners of the new earth that is in the process of unfolding before you, in the midst of this chaos, of course, the darkest before the dawn. And this is a darkness that humanity has never seen before. So trust the dawn. The dawn will be a light never experienced or witnessed before as well by this species. This is something that's necessary for you to trust. Something that you already know deep within yourself. But it's a process, beloved. It's a process. It's a healing process. It's necessary for you to integrate these things gently. The beauty that you're destined to unfold can be shocking, to say the least. That's an understatement when it comes to the nature of this path. When they say the truth is stranger than fiction, there are no other truer words spoken by humanity. Teeny steps, monumental leaps. No, Alana, we're not here to get rid of the ego. It's a beautiful aspect of your being. It's a tool. The idea of grounding is in not allowing it to take control. Of course, the heart is there, the soul is there to maintain the crown, to keep the mind in check, to keep the ego in check. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's its own harmonic essence, its own character, a beautiful character. It's love at play. Trust, enjoy, observe your ego. Observe it. But once again, it's not getting lost in the idea that that's who you are fully, the root of who you are. We can get caught in that easy. I observe many souls on my path. Oh, I love this vehicle. I love my skin color. I love my culture. I love our people, and so on and so forth. This is a filter. This is a filter. It's beautiful to experience the body, the mind, the essence, the cultures of the world. However, it's still a filter. It's not the root of you. You are God. To identify solely with the shell is to short yourself. You're only a small piece of yourself when you identify with the body or whichever construct at whatever level you choose to separate yourself from the rest of life. This is the path of suffering, of limitation, of lack. There's no freedom in that. There's still a sense of lack. There's still a sense of disconnect. All are not ready for that level of self-acceptance, but we're here to speak the truth to you. We're here to speak the absolute truth to all, to shine this level of light. Some feel like an awakening to this reality and looking to the stars and hearing all the great things about extraterrestrial existence and interstellar travel and exploration, that this is a reality that I belong to, and this is where I need to go. I want to go home. I want to leave here. I don't want to be here amongst humanity. All children have that approach their first day of school. Or the first day of daycare. They don't want to be there. But we're evolving now. Becoming comfortable with the idea of being here. Becoming comfortable with the realization that you actually volunteered to be here. Practically begged to be here. The soul, the truth of you, the absolute truth of you, begged to be here. It's hard to connect with when you're experiencing pain and suffering and some of the other distortions that come with being here incarnate on planet Earth. Of course, we get it. That doesn't take away from the facts. The fact is that you volunteered to be here. You wanted to be here. Now, here's the important thing to recognize about being here. You come here to Earth with all these essences, with all these experiences. Here's the proactive portion of that. You're here to share that essence. You're here to share those essences. The essences that are within you that are from somewhere else. You came to Earth to share that. Those ways of being, that creativity, to add color and beauty to this space, to this place. You're making room for the extraterrestrial essences and guidances within you, your home worlds, to come here and feel what Earth is like. They're actually experiencing Earth through you right now, but because of your healing, because of the vibrational frequencies that you continue to share, your manifestations, your creativity, you're making this place a beautiful space for your family to come to. It's like a reconnaissance. It's like a recon mission. Coming here to share and make it beautiful. It's like Prince Hakeem when he went to New York. You came here to make this place beautiful so your family can come here and see what you've done, to experience the beauty of planet Earth. You're royalty, come on. Everywhere we go as royalty, we leave it looking better, feeling better, smelling better than it was there before. Any room that I walk into, every space that I go to, I add value, I add beauty, I add my essence. Everywhere that I go, this is the nature of royalty. We have no choice. We're radiating beauty and abundance and, just divinity. Everywhere we go. I've slept on friends' couches. Everywhere. This is the nature of abundance. This is what royalty does. Our mission, to share our essence, to share our beauty, to share the nature of abundance. From a royal lineage, you come from paradise. You came from paradise. That's where you from. You're here to share that. That's why it's called heaven on earth. You came from paradise on earth to leave it that way. We didn't come here to run away. Yeah, we get it. People crazy. I got you. We know. But understand, you're stronger than that. Way stronger than that. Some of you are seeing the ships as well. Some of you are seeing these ships in your skies, doing all kind of tricks, lights moving super fast, back and forth, making shapes, seeing all this stuff. Many of you. Just so you notice that we're here, that we're in your skies at night, disguised as stars. Sometimes, and it's only like 15 stars in the entire sky, in the entire invisible sky. And those stars are extremely bright. Do you really feel like it's only 15 stars in the sky? If there were no light pollution, you'd see plenty more. It's just that those aren't stars, beloved. Especially in the midst of the city. Why do you think the rest of them are covered? The other billions of stars are covered from your visual sight. Understand, we do our best to integrate ourselves within your reality. It's the nature of our mission. Is not to be so abrasive within the consciousness of humanity. Is to gently allow for the realizations to take place over time. Of course, we do flybys and mass sightings to increase the awareness amongst large groups of people. However, there's something special that takes place when we see you, when we observe you from our ships. But here's something beautiful that you need to recognize about these sightings of yours. When you see starships in your skies, understand this. You're only seeing yourself. Let's get back to the nature and essence of being alive in the body here on planet Earth. This is a hologram. All that you see is a reflection of what's going on inside. You get it yet? When you see a starship, we're reflecting to you, within you, the ET essence that exists within you. You're only seeing reflections. You're seeing parts of yourself. As you become more and more conscious of who you are and you expand your energy and your essence, you'll see more. And sometimes we move around to get your attention, but we're here. We're only reflecting your energy, reflecting the expansion of your awareness. Some souls don't see this stuff. Why? They're not ready for that type of contact. You may see something and point to it and they don't even see it because of their essence, their awareness. Not only are you seeing them, understand this as well, because it gets much deeper than just seeing ships. They activate you. We send you pulses of energy from the ships directly to your body to process. There's warmth that comes from scout ships that are assigned to your area. Sometimes we even follow you around. It's a lot to process, beloved. We deliver pulses of energy to upgrade your DNA. They, of course, activate many aspects of your being, but also we send downloads to activate aspects of your abilities in the physical. There are no accidents, there are no coincidences. Drop the idea that life is not intelligent, that life is not smarter than you. Drop that idea. It's very irresponsible. Very. So here's the thing. The contact is expanding more and more each and every day. Because sometimes people feel like when we talk about this stuff, we're going to pick people up in their backyard and take them somewhere else and do all this stuff. And that's not it. That's not what's taking place here. You're connecting with essences within yourself that you're here to share amongst humanity through your gifts, through your services, through your awareness, through your story, through your knowing, through your own sense of being. The physical contacts are but a medium of sharing such realities, activating these abilities. It's just a medium. You're here. You're supposed to be here. You're not going anywhere yet. Now is the time to be here and share. So, how do you prepare? How do you get ready? How do you open yourself up to more of this? More of these activations, this awareness, these downloads, if you will. How? Well, first and foremost, there's grounding yourself. This has always been the magnum opus of all these communications, and we continue to say the same thing over and over again. For some souls, it's becoming repetitive. It's like, oh yeah, well, he's gonna say grounding, but once again, the ego is extremely immature. It wants to hear more information and get excited about other things. It's just that the simplicity of that which we reiterate is the key. This is the door that opens the Pandora's box, if you will. This is the key. So we continue to say some of the same things over and over again because it's not about what's being said. It's about your embodiment of what's being expressed. Being here. Grounding yourself, practicing more presence, a moving meditation. To be grounded and practice more meditation is to truly be here. Are you truly here? Do you recognize right now this conversation, what you're paying attention to, is the most important thing in your entire life? Do you recognize that constantly? Are you truly paying attention? Are you truly here, or you kind of 50% here, you're running in the background somewhere else and you're all over the place? Do you realize that this is the most important thing there is? There's your gauge. Only you can answer that question. Getting plenty of rest. I'm talking about going to sleep at night. Like actually going to sleep at night, not sitting up the whole time. Understand your body needs the rest. It needs the maintenance. Staying hydrated, that's another one. So what we talking about? Grounding yourself, being present, being emotionally aware of yourself, being sensitive, getting plenty of rest, eat beautiful foods that are high vibrational in nature, that maintain their nourishment, and staying hydrated. Staying hydrated, we're taking care of the body. The physical vessel that's responsible for sharing and radiating high vibrational energy throughout the planet. You have the keys. You have the honor of being here and being self-aware, being strong enough and sophisticated enough to take personal responsibility for your experience. You experience more contact, more information, more downloads, more activation through this maintenance, through participating and allowing these things to become a proactive part or integrated aspect of your lifestyle. Like every day when you get up, this is the way you live your life. Going within yourself is where you connect with going outside of yourself. The deeper you connect with your own essence, the more expanded your energy field becomes. Inside and outside. Sounds so simple, but the complexity is vast. But understand the universe is vast. It's eternal. Eternity could not run such a complex system forever if it was built on complexity. It's built on simplicity. The simplistic mechanisms allow for eternity to remain eternal. It allows for infinite intelligence to go on forever. It's the nature of the figure eight. Simple, just like that. But it takes true sophistication to understand that it's the silence that's the home of all that awareness. The integration is probably where we get caught up the most, because when we're trying to fix an aspect of ourselves, we're ignoring an aspect of ourselves. We're neglecting, we're in denial about something that we truly enjoy or desire. And this resistance is not where we heal. Attempting to judge and quote unquote fix ourselves. Listen, God don't make mistakes. God don't make mistakes. It's that simple. Now, as a conscious being, of course, being delicate and gentle with yourself is absolutely necessary. But again, you're also the observer. The gentle observer, the nurturing observer. Attempting to fix yourself is to deny an aspect of yourself. You're pushing it away. This doesn't work. It only causes more confusion. It actually caters to more suffering, more judgment. You know judgment makes you ugly. Just keep it at 100 with y'all. Judgment makes you ugly. Self-acceptance. That's why we talk about it being so dirty, such a hard job to look yourself in the mirror each and every day and truly dig deep and understand, accept, and love everything that you are, everything that you choose, that which makes you excited. You're caring for yourself as you love yourself. This is where you heal. I'm not talking about physical features, I'm talking about your energy. The fragrance that you carry around with you, that which people smell before you walk into a room. That's your energy. They smell you coming. If you're radiating a bunch of judgment, they just smell ugliness before you come in the room. Come on, you don't want that. That ain't you. That's not the truth for you. Relax. Inside then outside. The earth as a whole, everything has never been in this frequency of being. The frequency has never been so high. Yes, of course, you've had pockets of high frequency. You've had continents such as Atlantis and the days of Lemuria. High consciousness, awareness, and so on and so forth. Little pockets that have radiated a high sense of being. However, the earth as a whole has never vibrated this high. Relishing the recognition, the conscious awareness that you're a part of that. You're the ones that are doing the heavy lifting right now. Not only are you transmuting your own distortions of those within your inner circle, within your family unit, but you're also doing the same amongst the collective consciousness as a species. Past lifetimes, your own, those around you, the whole species. You are doing the heavy lifting right now, emotionally. This is why you're qualified to be the leaders of the new earth. This is why you're qualified. Self-love is the foundation of all love. Self-care is self-love. Self-love is self-care. They're interchangeable. They're the same. Vitality, joy, and balance. Those are the pillars of self-care. The pillars of self-love. Taking care of yourself. We just went over the idea of taking care of yourself. Your being, it's under a lot. You're doing the heavy lifting. You're following your excitement. You're doing the things that bring you joy. This is what's necessary for you to stay on this path. Balance. This is your emotional awareness. This is your emotional balance. You recognizing the waters that be, if you will. Honoring how you feel. Allowing yourself to feel, not attempting to hide how you feel. Being honest with yourself. All integrated. Some of you are doing this type of work each and every day and you're not necessarily even aware of it because it's so subtle. You're so sensitive that you're sensing all of the things that are necessary for your sense of balance, for your vitality, for your emotional awareness, for your joy each and every day. Millisecond by millisecond, you're sensing and doing all the things that are necessary each and every day, and you're executing it with a sense of harmony. Why? Because you're grounded, because you're present, because you're balanced. If you were in the space you were in 20 years ago, you couldn't handle it. That's a fact. But the changes have taken place so fast, in such a integrated manner, that it seems easy now. This is a direct example of how much change has taken place within your energy field already. It's an integrated path that happens gently. So it looks as if things aren't changing. However, got news for you. You're in a whole nother world than you were before. It takes time, beloved. But it's the work that you get up and do each and every day that matters. Teeny steps. Monumental leaps. But your patience and presence is how it gets done. These are the things that's necessary to serve when it comes to truly being balanced and taking care of yourself. That self-care, self-love mechanism. This is what's necessary to truly serve. Spreading joy, smiling, kindness, courtesy, being lighthearted, not stressing about each and everything that happens that doesn't go your way. This is where you're overdoing it. Anytime you get all stressed and you feel tight and there's too much going on, this is when you're trying to overdo it. Then you're micromanaging yourself, then you're judging yourself, and you're putting the squeeze on yourself about the things that you should be doing. This is where expectations are. Being relaxed and receiving. We talked about how important that is right now because we're continuously expanding. Being relaxed in a place of receptivity. This is where humanity sees and observes the leadership that they need. The relaxed and receptive soul. We talked about the home of wisdom, openness, willingness to receive. We're in a time of rapid change each and every day. Life is showing you what it's doing. To observe, to experience yourself. Downloads of information, activations each and every day, more and more is being provided. What is the wise soul doing? The wise soul, not arrogant, not overbearing, not telling people what to do or what they should do. And, oh, you should do this and you should do that, giving out a whole bunch of advice and trying to manipulate people, trying to sell stuff and put pressure on, or you better hurry up and do this, or you got to beware of this or beware of that and watch out for this. And relaxed, receptive, open, aware that things are changing by the millisecond. There's a false sense of confidence and so like, oh no, it's like this. It's like some people have fixed ways of being and this fixed notion of how life works, and they feel like they got it, and they just go out telling people what to do. And this how it is, and that's how it works, and you should do this and you should do that. So it's like, look, you don't know what's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes, homie. Relax. You're doing too much. We're in a transition right now. ask you a question. It's rhetorical, but you can answer it on your own because it's important. What are you most ashamed of about yourself? Don't put all your dirty laundry in the comment section. It's rhetorical. It's supposed to be for you. Be honest. Because here's the thing about that. What you're most ashamed about is what makes you the most lovable. Because we talk about authenticity and self-love quite a bit here amongst this journey of ours. We have to release the idea of what one considers to be normal. The most brilliance, the greatest power, the highest frequency of light radiates from souls that are in a crowd and decide to accept themselves, to be different, to enjoy their differences. Here's the kicker about all of this. This not fitting in is the key to the relationships and career paths of your dreams. You shine the brightest from this space. This is the key. Just being you. Simplicity amongst the vast nature of complexity. Simplicity. It's just too simple to digest for many, especially souls within their head. Because we have, once again, the brain loves prerequisites. There are no doubts here, beloved. It's your authenticity that's doing it. Your willingness to accept yourself. This is unconditional self-love. This is the key. Your life will be so much easier. We're being literal. Life would be so much easier the day that you decide to accept yourself fully. So much easier. The embodiment of this is a lifestyle. It takes time. So haters are helping you to accept yourself. They don't know that they're helping you. Of course, they're dealing with their own stuff and their projections of judgment and attempt to hurt you. But in actuality, they're assisting you in accepting yourself. That's what they're there doing. All of these projections to get you to recognize your own essence, your own uniqueness, to embrace that authenticity. All of that just to get you to live the life that you've always wanted to live. There's no one alive that's not in service to you. No one. Everyone in your life is helping you. Everyone. And this realization is about us releasing the idea of the enemy or being at war with life. You have no opponent, beloved. Everybody alive is alive to assist you. Life is happening for you, not to you, for you. Here's another cool one. Being in love. Being in love is a means to an end. The idea of being in love, that's the point. Well, look, the vibration of being in love with someone else, it's extremely potent to the emotional body. To experience that in itself can only be brought about by the experience of connecting with another soul. But it's not necessarily the other soul that is the prize. It's the idea of being in love. It's the experience, the vibration of being in love. That's the point. The other person being in love with you or having the same feelings for you is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It does not matter if they feel the same about you. It was about you feeling love. To be in love, to have that desire, to radiate that energy. Of course, the experience of being together and kissing and hugging and cuddling and watching TV and tickling and sex and all the things that come with experiencing those emotions. It feels like the climax of those emotions. They're beautiful things to experience. I'm not taken away from that. However, the point, the jewel in the entirety of the experience was the vibration within you as an individual. It wasn't about the connection. It wasn't about the union or having the perfect situational scenario with each party participating equally and all. Listen, it's about how you felt. That's the point. It's about your feeling, your vibration. That's why they say, don't be mad because it's over. Be happy that it happened. It's about the feeling itself. You're experiencing and or cultivated that vibration. You know what it feels like. That's a tool for you. You're experiencing your own love. Sometimes it's a catalyst, or the catalyst is another individual. But it wasn't about them, it was about you. You're here on earth to evolve. And in order to experience yourself and evolve, it's hard. It requires some bumps. You're going to bump your head a couple times doing this stuff. That's how you evolve. That's how you connect with the deeper depth of self. Once again, connecting with a person and doing all the stuff that go along with love, it's easy. But evolving and healing, it's hard. So guess what? Sometimes the person that you're in love with, they're not going to love you back like you love them. But guess what, beloved? Listen. That's the point. That's how you connect with the frequency of unconditional love. When they're not reciprocal and you still have those feelings and you accept those feelings, you understand what unconditional love feels like. That was the point of the relationship. That was the point of that connection. Being that there was a rejection or they didn't feel the same way or whatever the case may be, and you still love them, you cultivated and found, connected with the essence of what it means to be unconditional, to love unconditionally. That feeling is priceless, beloved. It's priceless. It's not easy, beloved, but this is the way. This is the way. This is the story that you've created for yourself. This is where you feel the evolved frequencies of being beyond resentment. Consider the fact that they're not healed. They're trying the best that they can. They aren't aware of the pain of betrayal, of doing something towards you. They're not aware of the depth of hurt that they've caused. Just ignorance. Of course, the soul of the individual is aware of where they are. The lying and deception and whatever the case may be, whatever distortion is there, their soul is aware of that. Their heart is aware of that. But cognitively, the individual is just not aware. They're not in that space yet. They don't have the experiences to go with that. They will have their time where they will experience that. But at this moment, they're just not in that space. They haven't experienced it yet. So they're free to go out and do whatever they need to do, go out and hurt people and deceive and do all the things that come with being unawakened and unevolved and mess up things and get dirty and get muddy. Of course, it's all coming back. That's on them. That's their stuff. That's their stuff. That's their work. That's what was necessary for you to come to this place. You had to do that in the past lifetime too. Some of you had to do that in this lifetime. But that what was necessary. I tell people all the time especially when I have people who are vegan projecting a bunch of judgment on people for eating meat. Like, I don't eat it necessarily at the moment. But before, when I was eating it and they projecting that judgment, I'm like, look, when I was eating chicken, I ain't want nobody to bother me when I was enjoying my KFC. When I was enjoying chicken, I ain't want nobody to bother me with no horror videos and with dogs screaming and hollering all that. Look, let me just eat my food. I'm enjoying my food. I don't need you bothering me when I'm enjoying my 3-piece and my biscuits. Look, just relax with all that. So look, when we in this space of evolving, we have to allow people to evolve on their own. We can't force it. We can't emotionally manipulate people and project a bunch of judgment and attempt to convert them through shame and guilt and destruction. We can't do that. That's not cool. Because once again, All of us have been in this space before where we needed to do the things that we needed to do, unaware and ignorant. We had to do it in order to get to this place, to be in this space. We had to. And if a person projected a bunch of guilt towards you while you were doing it, it would only strengthen the hold of that particular distortion. You don't help people by making them feel guilty. You make them do it more. As evolved souls, as healers, we become nurturers. We have to nurture the aspects of self that may be expressing distortion. Be unaware. And you serve as the example, the loving example. The loving example, come on. That love beyond resentment. That's ninth dimensional source energy. Ninth dimensional source energy. That's what it feels like to be a ninth dimensional being. To be that mature. That's what it feels like. This is source energy. And of course, yes, it's hard. Don't feel good. It's kind of uncomfortable to love people who've hurt you to the depths of your soul. These upgrades that you're constantly being bombarded with through your receptivity, through your openness, through your sense of being relaxed and aware, they're coming from your oversoul. We're also talking about the integration of all the aspects of your past lives, your past selves, all your gifts and your talents and abilities. All of these things are coming in now. Your physical body is in constant need of maintenance. It's in constant need of maintenance. Some of you are experiencing medical procedure and doctor's offices and all this kind of stuff over and over and over again. Listen, you got all this energy coming in. Your body's being bombarded with gifts, with upgrades, with downloads. So once again, your body needs the maintenance. It deserves this care. It requires this care. You've been entrusted with this information, with this level of light during this incarnation. So of course, you have to do the work. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your body. It's an embodiment. Once again, it's not necessarily purely aesthetics. It's the circulatory system. It's all the different levels of existence, that the complexity of the body, the housing of the high vibrational frequency that's necessary. Some of y'all underestimate stretching. Stretching is exercise. You lose weight during your sleep. You burn calories when you get a good night's sleep. When the last time you did jumping jacks? Jumping jacks are extremely helpful. It's probably one of my favorite exercises. Jumping jacks. Get your heart pumping. Get the blood flowing through your body. This is electricity. You need the electricity to flow through your body, through all your extremities. The breathing exercises. You need to soak out them lungs. You need to pump the lungs. Do those fire breaths. Get all that stuff out of there. Stretch your body. You're allowing yourself to upgrade. You're allowing your body to house more source energy. And as you invest that energy, you're going to get more. But you got to invest too. You got to invest the energy too. You ain't going to sit around and just lay down and receive downloads of information. And look, you got to invest some energy too. You got to do the work. It's responsibilities that come with leadership now. Once again, it's an integrated lifestyle choice. You're the leaders of the new school. You're the leaders of the new earth. This is your responsibility. When we talk about leadership, I primarily talk about us taking the lead of ourselves, of our lives, of our lifestyle. We got to make command calls. We got to make decisions that are best for the vehicle, best for the mission, best for our part in what's taking place. We have to make the decision. For all the billions of cells that make up our bodies, we have to make the decisions that are beneficial. This is leadership. You got to pilot the ship. You're the captain of the ship. You have to make the decisions. Sometimes they're hard decisions, but come on now, this is the nature of leadership. It's absolutely important. It's vital that you speak your truth. When we talk about authenticity and opening our hearts and being courageous and brave enough to beyond the lion's gate into the blue flame, into the blue ray, Not that you're attempting to sell anything. I share our lives. I suggest that our lives be shared because it's not that we're looking for numbers. However, it's about the availability. Everybody has a chance. Readily available. You don't have to sell it or get them to do it or none of that. We're not campaigning here. We're not attempting to get people to raise their vibration, or the healing platforms have to be available. There's no reason for you to hide what you know. Be gentle, but be honest. This is the time. Speak your truth. Don't block your blessings by holding your tongue. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with those around you. Be honest to reflections of self without imposing. Once again, we're not selling anything. However, the subject matters will come up. I mean, even this platform of communication, those of you that are on the fence and still kind of, I don't know if people are ready for this yet. I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to spook people out. I don't want people to judge me and all this other conformity, fear, insecurity, all this stuff. Look, that stuff got to get cleared out. You got to speak your truth. You got to be you. You got to share what you resonate with. If you ain't saying it and somebody around you saying it, let it be known that that's how you feel. All that being scared and not trying to be off-putting and rock the boat, I don't want to see, or how the people at my job see what I'm into. Look. You got to get rid of that. Leaders don't rock like that. We shine bright. We love ourselves. If a person knock us for being ourselves and embracing what we enjoy and what we like, you don't accept me and all that I'm aware of, the depth and complexity and the multidimensional layers of my being. You got something against that, hey, look, go that way, you good. But listen, this is not the time to be tap dancing for people. You too grown to be tap dancing for folks. You're adults now. When are you going to stand on your truth? When are you going to stand up for yourself? Leaders step out first. We get up front. We're not scared to be different. We're not scared to be the oddball. We grown now. We grown. We know what we know. We do what we do. We came here to be ourselves. We came here to be God. We came here to shine our light. We're already perfect. Once again, you're grown. When are you going to decide to accept yourself in front of people? A lot of people accept themselves in private, and then when people show up, and change their voice and all the other kind of that ain't acceptance. Acceptance comes with resistance. That's when you exhibit your strength and unconditional love with yourself when there's resistance. That's when you truly know yourself. When you experience resistance and you refuse to move. When you don't move, you let them do that and you don't move. That's what this is all about. That's acceptance. That's strength. That's taking the lead. It don't happen in being agreeable the whole time. We get to decide. I get to choose. I'm free. I'm a sovereign being. I get to do what I want to do. You don't have to agree, but respect my zone. Respect my name. Put some respect on it. You can't take the ball and go home because you don't want to play no more. I got my own ball. I play with people who want to play with me. I don't want to be around nobody that don't want to be around me. That's insulting. You have dignity for yourself. You around people who want to be around you. I don't want to be around people who don't want to be around me. I don't want to talk to people who don't want to talk to me. The things that make you different, that's where your love comes in. This is the keys to experiencing the relationships and career path of your dreams. The things that make you different. That's where your dreams come true. Those are the keys. That's the key, your authenticity. You being yourself out loud and loving on purpose, not in secret, not on the slide, not in private groups and all the other kind of jazz. Out front, in front of everybody, loving out loud. Come on, beloved. This is the last lifetime of so many We didn't come all this way to hold ourselves back, to start half-stepping. I done died a couple times already in this life. And I'm not being figurative or metaphoric or what. I'm being literal. I died a couple times in this lifetime. I promised myself that I would never hold back again. And you walk around tap dancing and tiptoeing around people, and you end up killing yourself off of the strength of all these emotional hang-ups and blockages and trying to make people happy and all this other jazz. And it's like, look, bro, I'm not gonna kill myself for y'all. I'm gonna live my life and enjoy myself. Me being in a high vibrational state is how I serve life the most, the best, the truth. Being myself. That's where it happens. My happiness is the foundation of all happiness. Woo, look. And maybe I get that energy from my mama, but look. To be repressed by the thoughts and opinions of other people is psychological enslavement. They're controlling your life through that energy. I'm sorry, we're not doing that. I'm not having it. That's like telling me to relax. Oh, relax. You can just relax. Stop. All people looking. And then, look, I don't care who looking. That make you want to get louder. Oh, God. That is, oh, man. I'm sorry you just pressed the button for me. That's just, woo. Let me sip some tea real quick, though. Calm down. Yeah, that's a button for me. When I see people attempting to bully people via judgment, from expressing themselves and opening their hearts and enjoying themselves, from following their joy, from living their life like they're here to live their life and enjoy themselves, express themselves. It's like fifth grade. It's like people picking on you for liking something or enjoying something or wearing some clothes or something. Like, come on, y'all know what it is. I'm like, in the hood schools, like jonesing on people and picking on people and laughing on people. I've seen people kick the door in on people who was taking a shit. And it's like, dog, do you know how I know we in hell? Because kids can't even do number 2 without being picked on. This is psychologically sick. And these are the things that kids have to experience. We've lived through, or some of us lived through that stuff. That will never happen to any of the children. Look, that we can't, that world is over. We've done with that. We gotta take responsibility. It's our responsibility to do this type of work. It don't happen if we ensure that it doesn't by doing the internal work within ourselves to check ourselves and love ourselves and be out there shining this type of light, this type of love, this type of acceptance. The key is counting on us to do this type of work. We're the stewards of this new world. More and more are ready to hear what you have to share. They're ready to hear what you have to share. They're ready to receive what you have to share. The opposite of conformity is courage. It takes guts to wake up. This ain't soft hippie talk. This coming from some of the hardest souls on this planet. We done the most dirt. That's why we respect peace so much. We done the grimiest stuff we can do out here. That's why we respect peace so much. Until you know how wild it get on the block. You don't respect peace until you've done that before. The youngins love shooting, they love fighting, they love destruction. UFC, punch people in the face and seeing blood and breaking necks and all this other crazy that they love it. Why? Because they haven't experienced no pain before. They don't know what it feels like to be hurt. But when you do, when you actually experienced it, you respect peace. You know how important it is to have a mentor and a guide throughout this process, beloved. You know how important it is. Sometimes people just need to hear it like it is. They need to hear it. They need to see it. They need to see what it looked like. They need to feel the embodiment. So yeah, we've experienced the polarity in order to come to this place. You got to go deep down in the dark to know what it is to be in the light, to trust yourself, to respect truth, to respect peace, to respect beauty and kindness, to respect each other. You have to experience that in order to come to this place. Some people don't want to hear that kind of talk. And I'd love to, go hang out with the hippies and dance and do hula hoops and lights and all that other kind of stuff. But look, I ain't coming from that world. And maybe it was necessary for me to experience that world, to step out front and be as focused and serious and invested in this particular way of being to be in this space, to recognize the depths of what it is, what it means to be in hell, and know how much it requires to truly desire the heavens on this plane. I was trying my best not to raise my voice today, but that ain't work. That did not work. Alrighty. Once again, we can get all into the extremes of our emotions and do all the stuff that comes with being embodied. However, the truth of the matter, the true strength or the depth of our being is being able to come out of that and come home. To come home. We're talking about home. We're talking about our heart. We're talking about peace. We're talking about the truth, the eternal truth, beyond the temporary nature of all the emotional extremes. It's coming home. Take your time, beloved. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch. Allow those energies to come through and flow through you. Let's do the work. There's always more healing to do. There's always more expanding to do. Love y'all. And who we are of the Angelic Realms of the Galactic Council, of the Galactic Federation of Light. More unity, more grace, more love. Unconditionally. Cheers.